Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This time is going to be Strictly Speaking, our Strictly Come Dancing based review show where we go through and talk about the week of Strictly. Obviously, we put out a poll on the community tab, which a bunch of people voted for, essentially saying yes, we would like to see Watching Walford tackle Strictly Come Dancing. I never used to try new things, and then Piggy just went, let's fucking try this shit. I'm like, yeah, alright, fucking hell. How's it going, Piggy?
Obviously now I look like a hippie. I'm going to keep this for the rest of the video. Hippie Piggy. Hip hop hip. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Sorry guys, sorry for rushing this. This is the third time recording it. Because I banged my microphone and Ash just went in the middle of the recording. You see, I never unmuted
I can't fuck your ears up with a feedback. I have to mute this. Never unmuted it.
and then previously I just went on a waffle for half an hour about UK celebrities versus US celebrities. And yeah. So now we're gonna fucking fly through this. Sorry guys, but we've 2 more videos to record. We've a Christmas video that's gonna take half an hour to an hour. We've a fucking Sam Mitchell is back video that's gonna take 15 minutes. So I'm sorry if we're rushing this silly little program. Fucking deal with it.
So yes, obviously this episode of Strictly is the basic, it's the first one. You're like, nobody really, we saw 3 dances. We saw the judges dance, which was nice to see. We saw a live performance. We saw just the pros dance, and then we saw like the big group dance at the end, where everybody got their little moment to shine. So obviously this one's more so about introducing you to the celebrities, what they actually do, who they are, their personalities, and who they're gonna be like put with. I guess I'll just go through it and I'll read out all of the pairings. Oh god, I'm gonna have to say full names, and some of these names aren't normal standard names. Jesus. So first, Adam Thomas, obviously Waterloo Road and Emmerdale star. Adam Barton, Dante Charles, you know, is paired with Luba Mushtuk, a Russian dancer, I believe.
Oh fuck, he's involved with the Ukraine war.
Oof. Amanda Abington, a stage and screen actress. She was in Sherlock. That was a lot of her delivery, like, I was in bloody Sherlock, me. Yeah, sounds. Cheers.
Get over it,
She's with Giovanni Paninci. No idea. I think Giovanni won it with Rose, maybe? Yeah, he won it with Rose. Obviously, Rose was Frankie Carter in EastEnders and kind of used EastEnders to like bloody leap to stardom. Great dancer as well. She did really good on the show. We have Angela Rippon, who's like old-timey like television presenter, like journalist, newsreader, done everything. She's 70 odd. She's 78 years old, and she's partnered with Kai. Kai was with another slightly older like lady in the previous season. I love her. I love her already. I love the old timey if these people are still active and like TV personalities in like old age, they either know some people and are a bit dodgy, or are just really wholesome and happy to be there. It's like June Brown was a fucking iconic woman. I absolutely adore her. That being the person who played .com, but just amazingly wholesome.
Don't forget the person who played Ethel.
Oh, of course, she was fantastic.
I'm Willie. Willie was a great stand-up character. Never pissed on anyone.
We have Angela Scanlon, who is your Irish lady. They decided to put her in a fucking... She's ginger and pale, and they decided to put her in the fucking whitest field known to man.
They put her. Do you know what they did? They put her in a potato field and went, "Do you remember the famine? Do you remember the famine? We didn't feed you. Remember your place, you little Irish bitch."
And she's with Johannes. Johannes is cool. From the previous season. Then we have Bobby Brazier. Of course, no introductions needed. Freddie Slater, probably is a lot like Freddy, let's be fucking honest. Probably doesn't have to do that much acting to be the character. He seems like a sweetheart. Not the smartest kid, but that's fine because he's absolutely charming. And he's with...
I'm just going to say, he's definitely going to be the guy who ends up leaking his own dick pic.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, no, great dick, mate. Tight dick.
Fucking someone has a measuring chart.
Tight dick player. She's with Diane Buswell. Massive red hair. Was in the final with Joe Sugg. Like that vlogger person thingy. That's how much I know. Eddie Cady, who is a Congolese, a British Congolese comedian. Very loud personality. I thought he was quite charming, really. He's with Karen Hauser. I don't know who that is, I'll be honest. Ellie Leach, Coronation Street actress, played Faye Windass with Vito. My big sexy, my favourite. I love him. He's so beefy. Oh, he's gorgeous man.
Reminds me of what was the wrestler? Angel Garza?
Yes. We have Krishnan Guru Murthy, the Channel 4 news presenter. You can genuinely, if you imagine him a news report, you can probably imagine him delivering it. He's with Lauren Oakley, Leighton Williams, the very proudly openly gay man, actor, singer, dancer, stage performer, was in Bad Education and some other stuff. I don't know them, but very had some cool fucking eyeshadow, had some cool earrings on, a lot of sequins, love it. They're with Nikita Kuzmin. Have Les Dennis, who's Piggy's favourite to win the whole thing, with Nancy.
He was famously on Family Fortunes UK. I have to say UK because people are going, oh, Steve Harvey's on it. Steve Harvey's on it.
Steve Harvey.
I was like, no, Steve Harvey's doing the US one. Even though the British one has been rebooted.
Yeah, I think they do it with I don't know. It's some famous
guy.
Obviously we have Nigel Harmon, EastEnders icon, played Dennis Rickman. Den Watts' son, came back in that big storyline with Sharon and Vicky Fowler, and stayed around for a couple of years, but ultimately just died soon after. In the recent years, have been on Casualty, I believe. He's with Katya Jones. We have Nikita Kanda, who's a BBC Asian Network presenter, just radio producer. She's with Gorka. And we have Zara McDermott, who was famously on Love Island and now does TV presenting. And they're with Graziano de Prima. So there we are. That's the rundown. Probably didn't need it if you watched the show because you fucking spent just below 1 hour 40 listening to it all. But there we are. Now it's time to go through, like I said, our 3 people we like, 1 person who we think may win, and 1 person who is the dark horse. Maybe not the best, but one we would love to see get through it just about.
Of course, number 1 is Bobby Brazier. Again, I've made this point in 2 videos. I do think he's going to become a celebrity. Not a US, kind of worldwide celebrity, because obviously there's a boundary. You have to be a megastar to reach that fucking boundary. Definitely going to be a household name in the UK. Well, he's going to be a household name for the age 20 to 40s in about 5 to 10 years. EastEnders will just be a blitz for him.
It'll be a rocket, and it'll just fucking, come on, boys, take me up. It's
obviously, he's going to succeed. I want him to succeed. What?
Sorry.
What?
Okay, so on the Wikipedia for Angela Rippon, the TV presenter,
yeah.
Normal standard introduction. Angela May Rippon, CBE, is an English television journalist, newsreader, writer, and presenter. Angela likes to dance with caterpillars. What? Oh, fucking hell, sorry.
Yeah, the other fella is of course the gay lad. The gay
Leighton
fella.
Williams.
Williams, Owl Willie. Obviously I just want him to be a dark horse so he can basically go, fuck your norms, because obviously the norm for real people is you're a working man, you pump a wife, you fucking give her 10 kids, then you go fucking work the quickie mart, then you fucking beat your wife, and then you fucking fuck off and abandon them when they're 5. You know, a real man. And obviously I want him to show that, of course, real men can just be gay and happy.
Yeah. Like
openly
proud and out, and just like, you know, because I saw it a lot when I was reading, because Strictly Twitter's something else, because obviously you have the people who are like, that's a 7 out of 10, lovely toe touches there, points their toe every time, nice little 2-step, 7 out of 10 from me, Jeff. And it's like, who are you? But you also have the really angry people like, oh, why is there a fucking same-sex partner in? You fucking bastards. I watched this show for fucking 3 years of my life. Don't you fucking tell me that your man's gonna be dancing with your other man. It's angry people.
Yeah, because and again, I'm sorry to just go on a tiny little rant, but this is the problem I have with media. It's like, the thing that's being pushed down our throats is heterosexual relationships. It's not same sex. Like, you don't see EastEnders fucking pumping it down with 2 men shagging each other, just banging hardcore sex. Like, you know, it's always...
It's a very heteronormative kind of thing, right? Where you see a man and a woman and nothing else.
5 kids.
Like, it's not the... You know, we both kind of generally believe that no matter what, as long as you're happy, as long as you're making other people happy, as long as you aren't harming anyone, you should just be able to do whatever the fuck makes you happy, because nobody should be ashamed of who they are or who they're with.
And one thing I want to say, I think it's Canada. If it's not Canada, I apologise, but fuck you, Canada, for having anti-trans rallies. Fuck you.
I mean, a lot of places are currently having anti-trans rallies.
Yeah, but they're people. They're not like in a fucking household. Like, I'm getting my penis chopped off. I'm gonna tell this 12-year-old. They're not going up to a 12-year-old going, change your sex, go and do it. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it's a part of the culture war, really, where people are like strongly holding up their beliefs, which is like up here and holy and sacred, and you know. Some people don't conform, and that's where people get angry. But yeah, and
that's
the other
ones.
For a
rant. The other one, of course, my third one is, of course, the Irish lady who
Angela Scanlon.
And Angie was basically told, stand in the field and remember the famine, and she stood in that field. I was half expecting a Bloody Sunday to happen. Which
White
I don't
as
think
a fucking ghost.
I don't think you know what the Bloody Sunday is, do you? It's
no.
basically, I think I'm remembering this correctly, but basically the Black and Tans invaded a GAA match in 1920 and shot everyone in the stadium that they could. Reasonable. So I was like I was half expecting the BBC to bring up the heritage, that they won against the Irish, and be like, stand there, remember, and yeah. But they didn't.
I too watched Strictly Come Dancing for deep historical accuracy and remembering a tragic event.
Until an American comes on and they have to get him in a plain costume.
And your dark horse, the one who might not be the best, but you wanna see him go through.
Les Dennis, I love him. Like, again, he is your granddad who has about 5 or 6 ciders, and then he's on the dance floor like, look at these dance moves. Look at this. Way.
He did the old classic. Ooh, hey, ooh, hey, ooh, hey. Just, oh, Jesus. Who do you think will win?
Bobby, because I think if Bobby wins, and I'm not saying Strictly is held up high, I think winning the NTAs is much higher, which he did win, but Strictly is basically your grand's gonna watch it. your grandma might not watch EastEnders, but she'll watch Strictly. And I think if Bobby wins it, or he comes to the semi-finals or the quarter-finals, someone's going to go, he has potential.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. It brings a lot of eyes to some people who are previously fairly unknown.
Yeah, I think this will not launch him into superstar, but I think this will basically be a starting point. And then hopefully people send out feelers and like, Bobby, do you want to come on this show? You know,
Plus, he's also, he's fairly young. He's seemingly fairly active. He keeps himself in good shape. He says he dances a lot anyways. Probably a reasonable chance that he does do quite well.
Yeah. Obviously, I do want Les Dennis to win because I just want to see Ash be like, no, please. Still want Michael Barrymore, hopefully next year.
Alright, I suppose for mine, the three people I like... Oh god, I haven't decided who I think is going to win. Three people I like, obviously Adam Thomas. A very likeable guy, very people-friendly, busted out a robot. Fairly young enough and can probably move around a lot. I don't know, soap people are generally quite good at dancing for some reason. There are some...
Because they mostly do panto. Most actors who do soaps do panto. And I'm not saying, but panto, you have to run onto a stage, but he's not over here, he's over there.
Yeah, it's a very big and kind of performance, So I think he's gonna be quite strong. I can imagine him getting some 10s easily. I think next, I gotta say Nigel Harmon. I don't know if he is necessarily going to be good, but I don't know. He's got that suave charm. He's a bit sexy. He's an older man, but I think he's gonna be surprisingly good. And fuck it, I would pick Bobby, but I want to have a bit of difference. I'll go for Nikita Kanda. I just think she's quite cool. I think she probably has the capability. For the dark horse, it's got to be the old timey news presenter Angela Rippon, she's 78 or something, and she's gonna be dancing in front of a fucking audience. That just takes fucking guts.
See, you say she's 78, but she probably still does yoga and fucking line dance. I want a real 78-year-old who hasn't worked out in about 20 years with a broken hip. I don't know. Strictly always has to have a slightly older person who's just a bit shit. And I think she is going to be a bit shit, but I don't know, there's something wholesome about it. The person I think will win, just off the basis, I'm going to go for Eddie Cady, who is the comedian, the Congolese comedian. He's got that energy, he's got that I don't know, it feels like he's got that kind of power. He's got that he's got that sort of charisma that I feel will carry on to dancing. There's something I'm pitching to the BBC that I want them to have a look at. So Love Island, you just get regular blokes who haven't really done anything. And same with Big Brother. I want regular Strictly Come Dancing. You get Bob down the road, 47, has arthritis in his left leg. I want that Strictly.
Yeah.
Or do you know with them racist football players, as a punishment for them, not football players, racist football fans. Basically, if they go, this football player is shit because he's from India, get him on Strictly Come Dancing and see how he would fare.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have anything else that we want to talk about before we finish up the first episode of Strictly Speaking?
The first episode has been recorded 3 times. I just want to say good luck. Is to hopefully we finish it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we put out a poll for it, and if the people tell us we want Strictly, even if it's only a little fraction of the people, we gotta listen, right? Imagine we let out a community poll. Do you want us to watch this? Yes. Well, about that, fuck you. Let's build a nice community. I want you all to have a choice. So maybe we'll do a couple more polls in the future and figure out if we're going to do it. And it's also just trying something new, because fundamentally it's not something I'm very good at. So hopefully we get some funny commentary, some dumb jokes. Hopefully we get some nice little content out of this show, and hopefully you enjoy it and join us for the ride. But yeah, I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Again, the Irish piggy fish. Again, follow us on Twitter, /X, /Instagram, /Twitch, at Watching Walford. And don't forget, subscribe to YouTube at Watching Walford. We're on the road to 200. And if we don't see you there, we will tell you the fuck off.
Thank you for watching the first ever Strictly Speaking. Make sure to join us again each and every week as we figure out how we're going to do this format. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.